And welcome everyone to a Maui Invitational chat. I'm Andy Katz, pleased to be joined by Anthony Grant, head coach of Dayton. Anthony, you guys are yet again projected to be one of the best in the A10. Great year last year, although obviously Duran being the best, off to the NBA. Overall, from a macro level, how do you feel about this group going into this season? And we'll see obviously how good you guys are going to be in late November.
Yeah. Well, Andy, first of all, it's good to be with you. Good to see you again. I'm excited about our group. Every year, especially in today's era of college basketball, you're pretty much going to have a new group every year. So our pieces change quite a bit, but I think the culture that we have, I think we've got some continuity with some guys that were a big part of the success we had last year. We were able to bring in some new pieces that have blended well with us. And so I think all of us are really playing a guessing game now because there's so much transition in college that you really don't know really what you have, and certainly don't know what your opponents have, because the rosters changed so much. But this group has been fun to work with up to this point, and I'm looking forward to putting it together and getting ready for November.
I know we're still a ways away, but what do you hope this team's identity will be in Maui, and then obviously when you get into the heart of the A10?
Well, I think just on the surface, you look at what we lost. We lost a first-round draft pick in Deron Holmes and arguably the best shooter in the country in Kobe Brea. And there's some other pieces that were really valuable for us. So I think from my perspective, we've got to be really good defensively. I think last year our offense was relatively elite with the different pieces we had. I like the pieces we have. I think this team's got the capability to have more versatility defensively, and hopefully offensively. With some guys that we've added and some guys that are returning, we can be just as good from an offensive standpoint.
Schedule's loaded. You've never shied away. You're opening with North Carolina in Maui, but around that, games against Xavier, the return game against Northwestern. This is a schedule that's got a lot there for you guys to be prepared, to build up a resume, to have quad one games. What was your thought process in the games that I guess that you could control?
Yeah, so I think the big thing, when Neil Sullivan, our AD, and I sit down and we talk, we try to build a schedule that puts us in a position where, if things go our way, we have the opportunity to be an at-large team. And so in order to do that, you've got to play high-level competition. You got to try to get those quad one and quad two games as much as possible. So, an event like Maui, certainly, when you look at that field, it gives us some great opportunities on a neutral site to be able to do that. And then we're fortunate to be able to get games like the Northwestern game, or UNLV or Marquette. When you look at, some of those games, Cincinnati, those are games for us that are,
and I should mention the Xavier's the charity game. Sorry about that.
Yes. Yeah. Xavier will be our annual charity game in honor of our daughter. But certainly I think the competition is something that I know our guys look forward to, and I think helps us try to build a resume to accomplish the things that our fans expect us to be able to accomplish.
One last thing, going back to Maui, a year ago the tournament was in Honolulu because of the fires. So the community is still hurting, still rebuilding. What are your thoughts on this tournament going back to Maui? Obviously, where this tournament was born, where it's had its greatest success.
Yeah, Andy. So I was fortunate. We were able to be there in 1920. And just remembering, how beautiful the place it was, and just the excitement that we had to be able to be a part of it, and getting a chance to go around and just, sightsee a little bit. Once the tournament was over, my wife and I got a chance to drive around for the day. It's a beautiful place. And, I know they're doing a lot of healing there from, the devastation of the fires. It's great that the tournament is now back in Maui, so I look at it as a great opportunity for all of the participants to bring a level of excitement and joy to the people there, at Maui. And I know there'll be a great turnout. It's one of the best venues, one of the best tournaments, that there is. And so I think I probably speak for all the coaches and participants that we're looking forward to bringing some of that excitement and joy back to Maui.
Well, we can't wait to see you there. Appreciate it, Anthony.
Okay, Andy. Good to see you.